Hey, what's up, guys? Gonz here for the Face Like the Sun YouTube channel. It's January 22nd, 2016, and that means I turned 33 years old today. And I posted just a thing on my Facebook page saying, hey, it's my birthday. And there was a suggestion by Sean who said, hey, you should read Ezekiel 33. It talks about Watchmen. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to do that because I've been meaning to make a video about this. And actually, I thought I made a video about this before, but I guess I didn't. I know I mention it and bring it up in a couple different videos, but it's hard to keep track of everything that's published out there. I have to scroll through and sort of rehash my mind on what stuff I've covered in the last year here, publishing almost every day on YouTube, but this was a good opportunity. Now, of course, some of you out there are going to say, oh, 33, occult number, da-da-da-da-da, and 33rd degree Freemason, blah, blah, blah. I'm not an occultist. I'm not a Freemason, a numerologist, okay? I don't see significance or power in these numbers in any sort of mystical way. I do think God speaks to us through numbers. In the Bible, obviously, you have the sevens that come up often, the heptatic structure. But for this video, again, I just wanted to relay to you Ezekiel 33 because it's all about the Watchman. And the community of truthers at large, Christian truthers anyway, are essentially watchmen. Now, I think some people take it too far and start to warn against fellow believers, which sometimes is necessary, but I think it's gotten a little out of hand. There's been a lot of division recently, and I hate to see that. But the basic premise of the Watchman here is very simple. Ezekiel 33, 1 through 9. It says, the word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, speak to your people and say to them, if I bring the sword upon a land, and the people of the land take a man from among them and make him their watchman, and if he sees the sword coming upon the land and blows the trumpet and warns the people, then if anyone who hears the sound of the trumpet does not take warning, and the sword comes and takes him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and did not take warning, his blood shall be upon himself. But if he had taken warning, he would have saved his life. But if the watchman sees the sword coming and does not blow the trumpet, so that the people are not warned, and the sword comes and takes any of them, that person is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at the watchman's hand. So, you son of man, I have made a watchman for the house of Israel. Whenever you hear words from my mouth, you shall give them warning from me. If I say to the wicked, O wicked one, you shall surely die, and you do not speak to warn the wicked to turn from his way, that wicked person shall die in his iniquity. But his blood I will require at your hand. But if you warn the wicked to turn from his way, and he does not turn from his way, that person shall die in his iniquity, but you will have delivered your soul. So the basic premise here is that if there is danger coming, and the watchman sees this danger coming, and he sounds the trumpet, which is what this channel and other channels in the Christian truther community, that's what we're doing. We're sort of sounding the trumpet. Hey, look out for this. Watch out for that. We're not necessarily saying that it's going to turn out a certain way or saying you should go hide in your bunker, but we're saying, hey, watch out, look out for it because it may be harmful or even destructive for your soul. So that's what the sound of the trumpet represents. It's us telling you guys, it's warning you guys, hey, something's coming. Check this out. Be aware of it. Stay awake and alert and sober-minded about this. Now, you as a Christian or non-Christian, whatever you may be, when you hear that warning or at least that information that may affect your life in one way or another, and you don't do anything about it, and if you get swept away in whatever that situation is, for example, transhumanism, you know, we've been sounding the trumpet in terms of transhumanism. Hey, they're genetically changing stuff. They're doing stuff. It's happening in front of us now. It's definitely going down. Now, we've been warning about that. Hey, the days of Noah, something similar happened. God judged. You know, there's all this scriptural support for keeping each kind after its own kind, right? And it's a biblical principle. But some people will hear that and say, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and genetically modify myself so I can have eagle vision or, you know, webbed toes so I can swim like a dolphin or whatever it is. That person is responsible for his own actions. And as the scripture says here, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and did not take warning, his blood shall be upon himself. But if he had taken warning, he would have saved his life. And I think that means his soul, not just his physical life, but his soul as well. And then again, as watchmen, we see these things coming and we don't say anything. Oh, we just want to bury our head in the sand. We just want to live a life that's normal, and we just want to be cool and whatever. And that same person who didn't hear a warning gets swept away. Then it says here, his blood I will require at the watchman's hand. So the watchman is responsible for the blood that would be shed if somebody gets swept away by whatever is coming at them and the watchman didn't sound the trumpet of warning. So that's the basic idea and ministry of the watchman. And again, there's tons of watchmen out there. It's really grown in the last, 5-6 years or something, because there's so much happening in the world. There's so much change. And I think God has been speaking to a lot of people about what's happening, and the church institutionally are not informed. And so people like myself and other independent believers out there, not affiliated with any kind of institution, with the tools given of the internet, of computers and technology and everything else, we've been able to get a warning out there. And as it stands now, we're allowed to sound the trumpet, right, on the internet. Eventually that might be taken away. But in the meantime, the goal here is really to spread the gospel and point people towards Jesus Christ, because that's the answer. The living word of God is the answer here. And it's been a remarkable journey for myself, coming to that realization and then turning around and looking at the world and saying, oh my goodness, there is this wave of something coming. I got to tell people about it because it's serious. And, having been saved in a kind of a mega church setting, I noticed that people were just kind of walking around, it's all good. But I see this huge wave coming that's about to crash on the church, and I couldn't stay silent about it. And that's part of my whole testimony and everything else. But this is why I do what I do. This is why a lot of watchmen do what they do. And again, you should use your own discernment. Even with me, if I say something and you're like, I don't know about that, that's fine, But use your own discernment and take what a lot of these watchmen are saying into account, at least consider it, because it may be the difference in how you can minister to others. That's kind of the point here. Jesus said to make disciples. Now, I'm not doing any kind of discipleship program or anything like that officially, but for those of you who watch these videos and you're gaining information from it, my hope is that you can take some of this and you can use it in conversations with friends, family, whatever, to ultimately point to the gospel, okay? Because I know it's kind of a roundabout way and it's not so in your face, but it addresses modern things like movies and entertainment, and also the news that's out there with space and everything else that we've been talking about. It brings everything back to the gospel through the kinds of things that are out there in culture. And especially on the internet nowadays, it's just overwhelming, right? People are overwhelmed by the information that's out there. So again, I hope you guys continue watching this channel. I really appreciate all your support and encouragement, and even the trolls and all you guys who comment negative things. I appreciate you because you're actually sitting there watching my video. And even if you think I'm crazy or whatever, which, I often get those comments as well. I see them, like the one that says, you're crazy or you're an idiot or whatever. They always make me chuckle. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and watching all my videos here on the Face Like the Sun YouTube channel. And just a quick plug, if you want to check out a really awesome interview with Dr. Michael Heiser, go check out canarycryradio.com. Episode 101, we spoke to Dr. Michael Heiser, and it was a fantastic discussion about Christian Middle Earth. And I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching my video. Please share it with friends, family, and whoever else you think might benefit from this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Face Like the Sun YouTube channel and dig around the archives. I have hundreds of videos covering topics ranging from angels, aliens, and the Antichrist to global conspiracies of the New World Order, eugenics, genetics, Genesis 6, the Nephilim, transhumanism, and much, much more. And don't forget to check out my full-length documentaries, Age of Deceit, Fallen Angels, and the New World Order, and Age of Deceit 2, Alchemy, and the Rise of the Beast Image, all of which you can watch for free right here on the Face Like the Sun YouTube channel. And if you want even more content, check out canarycryradio.com, our podcast where we investigate similar issues and interview all kinds of experts on several different topics. In fact, we just finished episode 100, which is 7 hours long, where we interview 26 people in one podcast episode. You can find the podcast at canarycryradio.com or go subscribe to the Canary Cry Radio YouTube channel. Again, thanks for watching and have an awesome day. God bless.